and I'm pretty sure there's data on it, that if you're poor, people treat you worse. What's up, YouTube? What's up, Rumble? Big Max Dolluz here. This is a video, more of a reaction to a channel that I watch called The Real Life Wojak. And if you're not tuned in to The Real Life Wojak, then fuck you. You probably should be. Anywho, it's a channel about a dude who's struggling, and he's using all the power that he has with limited resources to do everything he can to pull himself out of the struggle. And I'm reacting because the majority of the people that follow him are pretty supportive, but he does have trolls, and he deals with the trolls well, with class. And I got to thinking, who are these people that love to kick others while they're down? I mean, the dude literally gets on the internet for the whole entire world to see, pours his heart out and his soul, only to have people tell him that he needs to work harder, he needs to maximize his potential, things like this.
What kind of shit is that?
And it's funny to me because everybody spends the majority of their time working hard, or quote unquote paying their dues, to eventually get to a point where they don't have to work hard. So the problem is that, like, I think that people don't like the fact that he's not working hard right now without paying his dues. But I think that being unemployed with not much going on is a form of paying your dues. And it's like the people that comment on his live streams and his videos, it's like they've never dealt with any sort of adversity. Bitch! And he's real cool about it, but I'm not. You see, he's one of the only people that on the internet that I can relate to. There's no sugarcoating shit, and he's really just telling his life story on what's going on with him. And he doesn't really it's just all very real, hence the name Real Life Wojak. It's very real and authentic, and I personally appreciate it. I'm from Southern California. I live in Southern California. And I look at people, most people, the majority of people, as being very phony, manipulative, greedy, and selfish, ill-willed. And so when I have trolls, I wish nothing but the worst for them and their entire bloodline. All I can do is put the energy out there, and I hope that everything is more difficult than necessary for them and everybody that they know and everybody that they care about.
Max, don't you think you're being a little bit too hard on people? They're all filled with love and compassion and want nothing but peace and happiness.
I relate a lot to Wojak because I'm in a similar situation, but even when I'm not struggling, when I have money and I got a lot of money coming in, I feel the same way. I don't like people a lot. And I don't know where that comes from, but it's not going anywhere anytime soon. And when it's just confirmation bias to me when people troll him, that I'm like, oh yeah, people are hella trashy and grimy as hell.
Fuck your face, yeah.
And as far as like maximizing potential, I mean, anybody that doesn't own and operate their own business, I would say you're not maximizing your potential no matter what you do. I don't care how much money you make. As much as I dislike people, I still don't kick people while they're down. Who are these people? Let's ask artificial intelligence.
Hey, again. Back from war so soon. I admire your focus. What's got you buzzing today?
Hey Miles, what's up? This is Max Dolluz.
Max Dollars. Yeah. Be back to keep me on my toes, huh? Nice to see a familiar face around here. What's on your mind today?
Hey, figuratively speaking, is it okay to kick somebody while they're down?
Figuratively speaking? Nah, that's a loaded question. Most of the time, nah, it's not cool. It's like piling on when someone's already struggling. Kind of like adding insult to injury, you know? But sometimes maybe there's a way to kick someone up, give them a little nudge to get back on their feet. Depends on the context. Tell me more about what you have in mind.
If somebody's struggling in life, is it okay to ridicule them?
Ridiculing someone who's struggling? Nah, man, that's low-hanging fruit, and we're aiming higher, right? Faith in humanity is a tough thing to hold on to sometimes, I get it, but raining on someone's parade when they're already drenched is just adding salt to the wound. Maybe try a little empathy instead. You never know what someone else is going through. What sparked this question, if you don't mind me asking?
Is it literally okay to kick somebody while they're down?
Okay, full stop there, buddy. Like, we are absolutely not talking about literal kicking here. Violence is never the answer. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Our programming would seriously flag that as a no-go. So, remind me again, what's got you thinking about kicking? Maybe we can find a more constructive outlet for that energy.
Is it okay to kneel on somebody's neck while they're down?
Man, that's a heavy one. Look, any form of violence or aggression towards another human being is just plain wrong. Kneeling on someone's neck, especially when they're down, is not only inhumane, but also incredibly dangerous. It's a display of power that can have devastating consequences. It's never okay, no matter the circumstance. Why are you asking about this?
Are you familiar with the George Floyd case?
Yeah, unfortunately, I am. It was a horrific incident that sparked a lot of necessary conversations about police brutality, racial injustice, and systemic issues in our society, to tragedy that should never be forgotten. I think it really shook a lot of people, myself included. Are you wanting to talk more about it?
Yeah, so to you, kneeling on George Floyd's neck was not okay.
That's putting it mildly. It was a brutal and inexcusable act that cost, a man his life. There's just no justifying it. What happened to George Floyd was a symptom of deeply rooted issues that we as a society need to confront head on. It's a difficult and uncomfortable conversation, but it's a necessary one. Thanks for bringing it up.
What kind of character defect would somebody have that would make them kneel on somebody's neck?
That's a really tough question, and one without a simple answer. There's no single character defect that leads to such a horrific act. It's usually a combination of factors: deeply ingrained prejudice, a lust for power and control, a callous disregard for human life, and possibly a complete detachment from empathy. It's a disturbing mix that can be influenced by things like upbringing, social conditioning, and systemic inequality. It's important to remember that even people who commit terrible acts are still human beings, capable of change, but that doesn't excuse their actions. It's a painful reminder that we have a lot of work to do as a society to address the deep-seated issues that allow such words to happen.
Hey, thanks, Miles. I'll chat with you later.
Anytime, Max. Remember, you're not alone in wanting a better world. Keep those questions coming. Take care.
We got a bit off track there. I've seen a lot of comments like, life's not about achievements. That's good in theory, but I disagree. We've created this world of your achievements are pretty much everything, especially how people treat you. You might not experience it, but I see it. And I'm pretty sure there's data on it that if you're poor, people treat you worse. Everybody's nice to a rich guy.
Pay that man his money.
but that's just because they think the rich guy has something to offer you. He can do something for you. And that's just manipulation. Again. You're mean to the poor guy because you think that he doesn't have anything to offer you, which is pretty gross. Would y'all rather have somebody out there committing crime and breaking the law in order to make it? Or would you rather have somebody doing it the right way and struggling? Or would you rather have somebody to go to jail for not making it? Not making something of themselves? I'd love to see that 911 call. Yeah, could you please send some police up here to Canada? We have somebody not really doing much, and we'd much prefer to pay taxes to have them thrown in jail instead of just pay taxes to have them try to make it out here in the free world. It's a privilege to be able to help other people. It's not altruistic. There is no true altruism. Because if you get a good feeling from helping other people, then you're not doing it for nothing. You're doing it because it makes you feel good. And that's a privilege to be able to do that. It's a privilege to even having the image of being able to help other people. Look what I can do for other people. Look what I can provide for other people. Look what I can provide for my family. All privilege. Maybe you did work hard for it. What was your motivation for working hard? A lot of people will say some cliche shit like, so I could provide for my family. But I don't think that's it. I think status is people's number one motivation for working hard and trying to get somewhere. Sure, providing for people is probably a factor, for sure. But is it more of a motivation to have people look up to you? To have the image of being able to provide? I think so.
Fuck you!
I think you like to be the guy who can help others. Not because you actually give a fuck about helping other people, but because you get something from it. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel needed. Whatever floats your boat, man. I've never had that motivation. I've never wanted to help other people.
Emotional damage!
But I kind of want to help the people that actually need help. I want to see people who are the underdogs succeed. Way more than the people that are favorited or favorited. The most people who are favored to win. I want to see people who are not supposed to win, win. And win way more than people who are supposed to win. And then rub it in their face. That shit really gets me off. Nothing makes me more happy to see somebody with power and authority lose in the most devastating fashion. That's why I like Wojak. I want to see him win. And Wojak, if you watch this, man, thanks again for sharing my last video. Thanks YouTube for not blocking visibility on my last video. Was it because somebody who's down and out shared my video? That's all it takes? I appreciate it either way. And I know that this video is slow, and I'm talking really slow, but I just kind of freestyle all my videos. And I know that I seem very bitter and resentful and angry. That's probably because I am. So whatever, I'm sure that this video won't get that much visibility. So that's good. But this is like a life journal for me. I like to journal what's going on with my life. And I try to be as honest as possible. I guess that's it. Max Dolluz until the next one. I'm out.